Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're returning, if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have never seen one of my videos before, I'm a seer. I tap into past, present, future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now on this channel, all my messages are twin flame related because I'm a twin soul myself. So if you've found this channel, just trust it's for a very good reason. Because I generally find that everyone who comes to this channel, they found it because they've been guided here, and it's usually to help in some way. So hopefully you find the answers you're looking for. So I'm sorry I didn't go on last night. As you know, I was having a night off, having some fun. And I did, thank you. Thank you for asking, for those of you that are asking. And it was nice, and I missed you all. I'm tapping into the 7/7 portal energy. Now this is going to be quite a long message. I know it is because I was told to get a lot of decks. So this energy is so important. I won't bore you all with too much details because there's loads of other channels and readers that go over the same stuff. So there is a time doors will be closed that you've been trying to keep open. People who are not for your highest and greatest good anymore, but who you thought you could, try and keep in your life, even though you're not really aligned with them anymore. They will probably, you'll not hear from them much anymore, things like that. There's a few nights ago, I was told about Saturnian energy, whatever you want to say, Saturn energy that was coming in this week as well. So there's a lot of huge planetary things taking place right now. Obviously Sirius, gateway tomorrow, but we've been in that gateway energy for a while. My meditations have been off the charts. So much energy, so much of my sisterhood coming in, droves and droves of divine feminine energy, working with Sophia Dragon, lots of beautiful connections, and obviously working a lot with the Sirians and things. So that energy is coming through very strongly. Isis and Sirius and things like that. So, but this is a week where, as I say, if just like in Lord of the Rings at the end of Return of the King, the boat was heading to Middle Earth, and people were to get on that boat if they wanted to ascend to the Middle Earth. There's a huge drift now. It's getting wider and wider and wider, and the 5D timeline is becoming stronger and stronger and stronger, and the 3D timeline is becoming weaker and weaker and weaker. So you will start to see even more of a divide, and even more, as I say, and it's the same with the masculines. My message the other night was about divine intervention. A lot of the masculines, yes, free will is a thing, but if they have some sort of soul contract where it's a fated and destined connection that they have to return to in order to step into their purpose for the new earth, then that will happen because the divine will have to step in. So all these things are coming around this week, and really powerful union energy, like the most powerful union energy I've felt for a long time, and for myself as well. So it's important you stay grounded. It's important you keep your thoughts positive. And last week I told you that I saw two people putting down their arms, shaking hands. The sunset was coming up in the background. And I know for a fact it's working. The more and more people that send those positive intentions, because that you're sending out good magic into the world. When you have a vision in your mind, a good vision, positive vision, and you send the intention with that, with love, with hope, with faith, with optimism, if more and more people think about that and have that positive mindset and that positive affirmation in their mind for what they want, world peace to be restored. Have that affirmation in your mind, because that is such an important one to remember as well. And just keep praying for all the people who have been affected around the world. And I'm not saying spend too much time watching the news or social media, because I don't, but I just know from what I tap in through my own meditations and things. So it's important that you don't focus too much on what's going on, and just stay grounded. Try and not let too much negativity cloud your judgment. And I posted something on my community board Mel Lawson 777, Metatron guided me to her to her channel a few months ago, and I actually shared a video that she put out of Toth telling you how to basically declare you were releasing anything that was not organically created by the Most High God. I do not consent to any artificial reality. I only consent to the organic Most High God's reality, the truthful reality that we're meant to be living, okay? So it's important, if you haven't watched that yet, you should watch it and get that affirmation, because it's important to say you don't consent to an artificial reality. And you ask the Most High God for help, for you to understand and have the truthful places and people in your life that are meant to be organically living around you and with you in this lifetime. So yeah, you can go and watch it if you haven't, because it's very helpful and it's something that everyone should be saying on a daily basis. So let's get into this. Now, I hope you're all doing really, really well. Now, my throat chakra is already drying up a bit. So there's definitely a number of masculines here. Now, I was getting a lot of mixed energy from the masculines over the last 24 hours. Some very confused, some being very, you might be feeling their energy for the divine feminines, or watching like a slight negativity, and I feel it's because a lot of them have been through some sort of ending with their karmic situation. Some have just had some sort of epiphany moment under some sort of, you know, I'm seeing the judgment card in my mind's eye, so they have wakened up to something quite abruptly. So if you're feeling slightly negative, just transmute it somehow. Do something, distract yourself, paint, sing, dance, watch a comedy movie, rom-com, just distract yourself from the negativity, because it's probably not yours. It's probably your masculines, okay? So let's get into this message. Okay. I set the intentions with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing. Here's my throat chakra again. Whoever this video finds, may it reach you with the highest vibrations of love and healing at all times. Whoever is not only in the twin flame journey, but who needs a bit of extra love and healing in their life, may this video find you also. I bring through this message from the cosmic heart of Venus to reach all who need it. And so it is. Okay. Calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. My left ear is like so loud whistle right now. Thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home, and myself in a golden bubble of God's protective light at all times, as I bring forward this message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can also request Archangel Michael that whoever watches this message right now, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good. Thank you, Archangel Metatron, sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. Okay, sorry, the reason why I was laughing is because lately I've been feeling a lot of hands all over me, and especially when I'm trying to get to sleep at night, and just I had the loud whistle in my ear that I felt little tickles all over my crown. And I've been feeling a lot. I've received a lot of light codes. Me and my divine masculine. So much so I'll be sharing it with you all tomorrow at the workshop, and I'll probably do something else on my other channel as well for that. But I also, about 2 months ago, I unlocked during one of my deep meditations. Now, I was astral traveling in my meditation, and suddenly this huge gold eagle appeared in my third eye. Now, I don't mean like the breed gold eagle, golden eagle. I mean like it was actually made of gold. And when I say unlocked, I'd never had a totem animal. Like, I work with a lot of spirit animals. Obviously, owl is one of my spirit guides, and horses and things. But this felt like a totem spirit animal. And the gold eagle was in my meditation today, but then a gold phoenix appeared as well. So very powerful energy coming through for the Divine Feminine. So this message, there will be a lot about Divine Feminine energy. We'll be tapping into the galactic energies, and we'll also tap into love. So that's one thing, it could be a bit of a longer message, but I might not go on tomorrow night because obviously it's my workshop tomorrow, and I might go on for a short love reading or something, but this will probably be my message until Tuesday, because my workshop will be on tomorrow. So let's see. Yeah, there's a powerful rebirth happening. I've been seeing the stork constantly the last few days as well. So new beginnings, but there was a huge butterfly in my third eye earlier that was breaking out of a chrysalis. So I feel there's a lot of masculines right now and feminines who have went through some sort of transformative energy. So where shall I begin? Let's go into, we'll check out the galactic side of things first. Let's see the energies coming through here. Let's check on the galactic side of things, planetary side of things. Let's see. Now, I don't know why I'm seeing this. I'm seeing Uranus in Capricorn. Now, that's strange because there's Uranus movement happening this week. So Uranus, Saturn and Venus are very prominent this week, but Capricorn, full moon in Capricorn also. And I think there's something happening now. I am not an expert on planetary movement. I'm just going by what I've been told in my meditations. But I do believe there's plenty of other channels you can watch to get more update on that. But there's definitely something happening right now with Gemini and Uranus. There was something happening with Venus and Uranus, and then full moon and Capricorn's coming in this week. So Uranus, it says revolution, rebellion, eccentricity and progress. So this is what I was feeling. And number 8 as well. And obviously we're coming up to Lionsgate soon, so there's something between now and Lionsgate is a very powerful time. And the Capricorn full moon is here also, which helps people to align with their progressing onto their true destined path. So there's something here about Uranus, as I say, closing out, slamming those doors shut, putting people on that boat to Middle Earth and heading towards their divine purpose. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say a minute ago. I was going to say something there and I can't remember what it was. We'll come back to me. So let's see. I'll watch this back and I'll go, oh, that's what I wait to say. Tell me what else is going on here. So definitely stork, transformation, rebirth. New moon, number 11, ascended master number, new beginnings, manifestations coming in, hope and intention, just what I was talking about. So this is a very powerful week for your manifestations as well. That's another reason why you keep your thoughts positive. There's definitely something going on here with regards to your manifestations coming in and a new beginning. So these 3 cards come out. So the Andromeda energy, which it says your higher light, spiritual path, and deeper love. Card number 30. Aquarius, it says uniqueness, embracing your vision, activism and idealism. So this could be, you know, this is you taking back your power. This is you definitely stepping into that, you know, you're bringing your ideas to life and stuff like that as well. Embracing your own uniqueness, your own divinity. And the Lyran energy, and I'm not surprised because there's a lot of Lyran Sirian energy around right now. So Lyra, it says, be confident, step into your purpose, powerful and fulfillment. So that's just kind of backed up everything I was saying really about, you know, the full moon in Capricorn this week helping you to align with your purpose. Your manifestations are coming in, doors are closing that need to be shut. You're getting on that boat, you're moving forward, you're progressing forward, and whatever you've been manifesting here is coming in. And I feel this is for both you and the masculine. And just as I said that, the Cygnus card in the bottom, which is all about union. So it says grace, divinity, elevation, consciousness, royalty, and obviously it's to do with the swans and the union energy as well. So Cygnus is just really about stepping into that divine feminine energy fully, embracing your elegance, your divinity. And if you look, she's holding a rose there as well, so strong rose energy. And that's just, it's so weird because I'm looking down at the blue card when I'm talking about roses. I have been seeing a blue rose in my third eye for the last 2 days. A really bright, beautiful blue rose, and I've actually got a blue rose behind me as well. So those of you that resonate with blue roses in some way definitely could be feeling a strong connection to the blue rose right now. Which, you know, and the Sirian energy comes through as that blue energy too. And just as I said that, look what came out. Sirius and Arcturus as well. I've been connected to the Arcturians today. So Arcturians and the Sirians are definitely coming through very loudly for me today, and I'm sure many other people as well. So it says Sirius, knowledge, training, wisdom, leveling up, wisdom teaching to others. So you could be stepping into, a lot of you could be stepping into teacher roles, leader roles, or your masculines could. Sagittarius and Arcturus here coming through. So the Arcturians, very diplomatic, diplomatic peacekeepers. So it says strong will, pioneer, moving forward, forward thinking, and change makers. And Sagittarius energy, card 22, adventurous, independent, flexible, and free-spirited. So I do feel like there's a lot of energy of the masculines getting into that way of thinking right now. They've got the freedom from a lot of situations, and that was coming through in my last message, this freedom energy. So just to clarify, so Sirius, Andromeda, Uranus, Capricorn, that new moon energy, and full moon in Capricorn energy says Lyran, Aquarius, Andromeda, Cygnus, Arcturus, and Sagittarius. So just really confirming all the energies that I felt and that I've been connecting to myself during meditation. So thank you for that. So let's pull some cards for the twin flame connections right now and what the energy that they are bringing through here, the Starseeds. So let's see. And then we'll pull some divine feminine cards at the end. See. You can probably hear there's been a lot of thunder and lightning here today, which has been a strong theme throughout my readings as well lately, that thunder and lightning. So today is finally thunder and lightning. This feels like it's been building up for a while, so it's I don't feel it's any coincidence it's happening right before 7/7. So Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Now that is just the energy most starseeds feel all the time. Anyone who resonates as being a starseed. Because not everyone that's a starseed actually resonates with being a starseed. But it's the energy we're all sitting in. We know we're here for a very, very good reason. That's why we're human beings. We are beings of light in human form. So this just tells me that many of us right now that are coming into alignment, not just with our divine masculines, but many divine feminines are actually aligning with their purpose. They're stepping up, doing what they have to do. In fact, my workshops was part of my twin. I was to become a twin flame ascension coach first and foremost, which I feel like I have done that. And then Archangel Michael and Archangel Metron pushed me and said, you know, you need to do more of a teacher role where you're helping people to ascend, but also to tap into their gifts, to align. And, you know, that needs to be more on a personal basis. So hence, I finally said on 5/5, okay, let's get the portal, let's get the workshop started. And I started that on the 5/5 portal. Well, I announced that on the 5/5 portal. But more than that, the last few months, even before I did that, I had been working with people behind the scenes, a lot of divine feminines who I've come to, we have created a beautiful community and supportive of one another, even before I even done the workshops. So I have been working behind the scenes with people one-to-one. I email people one-to-one all the time. I work with them one-to-one. And it's even more beautiful now that the divine feminines I'm bringing together are now planning little meetups of their own, and they're feeling more aligned, and it's just beautiful to me. And the more I do what I'm supposed to be doing, when I started the workshops and my monthly Zoom sessions, I aligned even more with my masculine. So it's almost like it all just kind of, the more you step into your purpose, the more you align. And I do feel the energy come through right now of the twin flames that I'm picking up in this message. They have definitely learned a lot of their lessons, and they are coming into a powerful alignment this week. There's something happening this week. Breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. I actually said that the other night that the masculines can no longer control situations. You know, it's my will to thy will. And I feel that a lot of the masculines have went through this surrender process, and they're just having to, they just have to release the need to control things, because especially the masculines that they know they have to return to the divine feminines. They can go as many wrong paths as they want, take as many wrong turns, go down different paths, take different routes. They can take the long way around, go over the mountain rather than round the mountain, whatever they do, but they have to come back to you. And I do think that this week is definitely a turning point for twin flame unions, for many twin flame unions. So Messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance back. I do feel, and I saw just before I started this message, I saw the scales of justice, and I thought, is it Libra energy? But I do feel it's more, they're telling me, my guides are telling me here that balance has been restored for many twin flame connections. I'll pull some tarot in a moment, but let's see. What else is going on here? Sirius energy. So that just confirms again, just a reminder, we are doing a 7/7 Sirius message. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. I cannot believe it. I had Sirius and Arcturian energy in my meditation, and both these cards come out together. So, you know, there's definitely a lot of powerful galactic energies around you right now. You know, and I mean, I sometimes when I'm not even meditating, I just close my eyes and like now. There's a blue being right there. So they're always there right now, and especially with this powerful gateway that's open, they're definitely around more and more and more. So just, you know, there will be a lot of very powerful energy around some of you, and just know you're protected. Just no, it's very much a healing and balancing going on. So big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. Now we got the Aquarius energy, which is all about that inspired ideas and you know, big picture thinking and stuff. So that's coming through again with the Pleiades energy. So you could be connecting a lot to the Pleiadians. Weight of the world, boundaries, letting go because it's not yours to carry. Now this is what this week is about. As I say, there's going to be people that you may have thought, like, you know, okay, we're not really aligned anymore. I don't really enjoy their company. We don't really connect anymore. But, you know, I'm going to try and still hang out with them, or still, I don't think anyone who is really not aligning with you anymore, it will be harder and harder and harder to, especially anyone that you have to sort of set boundaries with. You know, that's, you know, like if you've got people around you who you have to set strong boundaries with, eventually you will find it's harder and harder to really to really set healthy boundaries without them really sort of imposing in your energy too much. We the Hathors. So it says deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Now that stork energy was coming through loudly. And so there's definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if Hathor and Isis comes out in the Divine Feminine deck as well, because there's that really strong Hathor energy coming through. I mean, there is something gaining momentum, not just me and numerous other readers and channelers, and there is something big growing in momentum here. And the fact that so many of these, yeah, there's something being birthed right now. Star family, Star brothers, trust the timing. There's something gaining momentum here in the cosmos, in the universe. Something, as the 5D timeline is strengthening, there's something here that is building, you know, like I always picture either the wave rolling in that gets bigger and bigger and bigger, but my other favourite connection is, you know, like an orchestra. And if anyone's ever been to a classical concert, you'll know what I mean. The sort of quiet start, and then it builds up, especially if you go and see a Vivaldi concert, for example, and you're going through the seasons, and the spring is quite gentle, and then the summer quite joyous, and then you get into the autumn and it's like really fast violin. And so that's kind of what I feel. It's something that's building and building and building, like soft harp, gentle strings, and then suddenly like that kind of really angry kind of violin. So there's something building up here. There's something really about to not want to say manifest, but something's about to happen, which I feel is going to be a blessing for the world somehow. Yeah, I do think, yeah, see, it says activated earth. I split the deck on activated earth. So it says power places, ley lines, and trust where you're being led. Now, many of you watching this will be like me. I've got my first trip in a couple of weeks, which I cannot wait. But there's numerous other places I'm going to be going to over the next few months. And it's places I've been told to go. Places I've been told to visit that are important, and the ley lines there are very important. Yeah, the lost lands, your memories and gifts. You've done all this before. That's why a lot of the places that I'm being guided to are to activate my memories and to activate healing and stuff like that in that area. So it's for my memories, to activate my memories and gifts, but also to send that healing energy through the ley lines of these places. So let's see. Interesting message. Right, where? I think I had a crystal sitting on there. Where did I put the crystal that was on there? I don't know where I put. There was a crystal sitting on there. Oh, there it is. I had my dragon aura crystal sitting on the starseed deck there. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to tap in a wee bit here to the sacred path, the lighted path here, and we'll see what's going on for twin flame connections, as in what they're going through this week, what's happening with them, how they're being led onto their destined path here. So let's see. Definitely new beginnings. So the hidden garden, it says vulnerability, hidden, and talents, inner beauty as well. So, well, so that just, there's something here. You and your masculines, all your gifts, because the last card I pulled there was your gifts are coming back online, your hidden gifts, your memories are being activated, your gifts are coming back online. And it's something here about beauty, talent, grace. Definitely, I feel, yeah, it's just, there's something here now. If you look, there's a gate here, and the gate seems to be leading into some sort of paradise, and I almost get like Avalon energy with the trees on either side here. So there's something here, maybe you're bringing through some sort of gifts and talents you had in Avalon. The Earth's core, now I did feel there's a lot here about activating through Gaia and stuff like that. So stability, getting grounded, and your core beliefs. So I do feel for many right now, the main priority you have is listening to your bodies, rest when you're called to, and ground that energy. Now, today, for example, I've been going for just like longer naps, longer meditations, but yesterday I drank a full litre of 100% pure pomegranate juice nearly in one go. I've been drinking a lot more juices. I've been, if I feel like eating something, like if I feel I need more protein, if I feel I need more vitamins, if I feel I need some salt in my body, anything like that at all, your body is telling you right now what to do. So listen to it. Sleep, rest, go for a walk, get exercise, drink a certain juice. If you need to have more vitamins, do it. If you suddenly think, oh, I really feel like eating some olives, or maybe that's just me, I really feel like eating some olives today, do it. Anything at all that your body is telling you to do, listen to it, and stay grounded. Above everything else, stay grounded. So let's see. My goodness me, the guardian angel, protection, guidance, and support. Now, I did say that you might feel intense energy, but you are protected, okay? You are protected. And those dragons are definitely coming in a lot stronger to protect divine feminine energy. So just, you might feel the energy a wee bit off the chart, and that's why staying grounded is so important, to drink lots of water and take lots of showers. Just ground your energy as best you can, and the best way to do that is living in the present moment. You know, find a way to ground your energy by living in the present, and simple things like grounding water is the most grounding water. Drinking water is the most grounding thing you can do. Cold water, drink the cold water, envision it as pure white, bless it as it goes into your body, thank the water, bless it, send it love, and picture it being pure white, just pouring into your body, and that is the most grounding thing you can do. So the golden apple now, the golden apple energy is also Avalon. The golden apple is abundant energy. And the more that you're focusing on divine love and healing and forgiveness, the more you're stepping into that energy of abundance. But there's definitely a lot of abundant energy coming in for many twin flame connections, I feel. So let's see, tell me more about this twin flame connections that's coming through here. So, my goodness, the spring equinox, so renewal, new growth, and new beginnings. So there we go. Now, obviously we've had the spring equinox, but it's more about the energy of the spring equinox. And I told you in my message a few nights ago, I kept on seeing daffodils and crocuses and things, and it's not because it's energy with springtime, it's just reminding me of all that springtime energy, because that is what a lot of people are going through right now, that rebirth energy. like the butterfly coming out the cocoon and stuff like that. So there's a very, very strong energy here of new beginnings, death and rebirth coming in, and I think many of you will definitely be feeling that. So it says the sacred flame, passion, transformation and purification. So this is one of my twin flame cards in this deck, just as I was talking about that sort of union energy coming through strongly as well. So there's definitely harmony, because if you look, it says harmony and purification. So there's something being balanced out here for the twin flame connections. Something being really, really balanced out. And I'm looking forward to doing the soul merge with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene tomorrow on the 7/7 portal, because when I first wrote that activation with Yeshua, and I did it for my own twin flame connection, it transformed it. It brought my masculine and I in together for a really emotional conversation, and it's completely transformed my 3D connection. And to the point where him and I are both getting codes simultaneously now during meditations and things. So there's definitely something about this Sirius gateway, this Sirius portal reaching its peak tomorrow. It's going to somehow balance, as I say, I saw the scales, it's going to balance out a lot of twin flame energies and really move masculines and feminines onto the path where they're meant to be for this new beginning. So let's see. So it says the candles flame, another flame card. Oh my goodness. Hope, illumination and guidance. Now this is about your path being lit up. Following guidance here. Your twin flame connections are being balanced out. You're taking that guidance, a new beginning is coming, and it's just saying stay balanced and keep following the path of light. Try and stay in that high vibe energy as best you can, okay? You know, I know it's difficult because there's so many heavy energies, and divine feminines have done amazingly well. And I just stop shuffling at the lotus bloom, because they have held space, they have healed, they have listened, they have given compassion, they have released resentment, they have, you know, they've done everything they can here for the masculine. So just be proud of yourselves, divine feminine, because I do feel this golden apple energy is coming in for many of you regardless, and it's just because you're in that energy of divine love. Simple. You're in the energy of divine love. Okay. Thank you. So it says the dream catcher. It says protection and filtering the energies through. So this is just what I'm saying about, you might be feeling a lot of energy right now, but trust you're protected, okay? And set the intention before you go to sleep at night. I always set the intention before I go to sleep at night. My dream state is protected. My children and I and my dog are surrounded in a purple, now I say a purple bubble of light, because that's alchemizes negative energies. And I always say, Archangel Michael, protect myself, and I name the people I want him to protect, allowing only the highest frequencies of love to connect with us in dream state. Protect our dream state from all negative energies. And that is important to say. You're setting the intention then, you know, that you're going to not be affected in dream state. So the lotus bloom, it says enlightenment and spiritual awakening. So it wants to come out. You know, this is just saying there is some sort of mass awakening happening right now on the planet as I speak. There's a mass awakening happening right now, and it's because the divine feminine frequencies have been so healing, so beautiful. They've just, I mean, divine feminines all over the world are just magical right now. They're magical. The eternal note, interconnectedness, fate and destiny. And it says the stargazer, dreams, inspiration, and looking beyond the 3D normality. So definitely feel that there's something divine feminines you're doing here, that's you're enlightening people. Your frequencies are really, yeah, it says interconnectedness and fate and destiny. So you're helping people to step onto their destined path here, even if you don't realize it. but also it's just saying that powerful divine connection right now is so strong. And I know from my own meditations, I'm connecting with really powerful divine feminines every day in my meditation now. You know, we're coming together energetically and physically, and it's just, it's epic. It's epic. So it says the thunderbolt. Wow. So just talked about thunder earlier. Sudden changes, power and energy surge. And it says the parchment and the scroll, creativity, writing and expression. So this is all about your self-expression. Some of you could be getting ready to write stuff, do something like that. And the labyrinth. It says journey, discovery, and leaving behind the complexity. So this is about you, like literally sudden, and I feel this is your masculines. Because I've been doing the last few personal readings I've done the last few days, I've been speaking about the labyrinth energy, and a lot of their masculines are actually pushing their way through that labyrinth energy. And it could be because you're sitting in this energy of your creativity, divine feminine. As I say, just keep transmuting that energy, because there is some sort of sudden change here. Give me one more, and then I'm going to give me one more that the Twin Flame Collective need to know about this. I'm just been told the masculines are about to rewind. The masculines are about to take robust action. Robust action. Now, that's not something I would say. Robust action. They're about to take robust action. So very authoritative, robust, strength, like Thor's hammer. I've just felt that, and it explains now probably why this thunder's come out. Okay, robust action from the masculine. So something this week is going to really shift something here in your reality. Okay, so it says moonlit path, intuition and the unconscious mind. So this is the masculines now finally tapping into that intuition. They're now finally online. They're finally seeing the path ahead. And just as I say that, it says the Pilgrim's Path on the bottom of the deck. So journey, exploration and life lessons have been learned. Yes. And this card flew on the table as well. The Sacred Mandala, unity, completeness and focus. So look at the word unity. Yes, see? This path is leading these masculines and feminines back to each other here. And I split the deck on the ancient tree, growth, strength and connection to nature. So I do feel these masculines are coming in here stronger than ever with that. I'm hearing robust action. And that thunderbolt for sudden change here, just to push them onto their path. But there's a lot of harmony and balance, and you have really strong protection come through with the Guardian Angel card there. So let's get a bit about love. Let's talk about love. We don't talk about love enough these days, do we? No, we don't talk enough about love. Let's see. Mamma mia, here we go again. My, how can I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again? Just how much I missed you. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? So that song just comes through there. So this person's definitely, or this group of masculines are definitely coming back. Mamma mia, here we go again. My, how can I resist you? Just how much I've missed you as well. I could never let you go. And I do feel for many, the masculines have been broken-hearted, but they know you both had to choose different paths here to heal. Distance. The separation you're experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. That's just what I was saying. So you know, this, for a lot of you, there is like actual distance, obviously, locational distance, but for many, it's just the emotional distance, you know, where there is physical distance, but also emotional distance. You're just not talking anymore. My goodness, I can't believe they're shutting my throat chakra when I said we don't talk anymore. But there's definitely an energy here of this group of masculines understood the divine plan. You know, they had to leave you to work on yourself and to heal. That was part of the mission, that was part of the journey, that was part of the soul plan. Excuse me. Time to leave your fears behind. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming. So there's something here about, you know, the masculines are being told it's time to stop fearing the unknown, because part of the masculine's lesson is they don't know how you're going to react when they come back. Energetically, they think they still feel you around them, but they're not entirely sure. Like, I'm sure she still loves me, or he still loves me, whoever the divine feminine is, but I'm just not sure if they want me back. What happens if I, you know, walk out in my marriage, walk out in my family situation? What happens if I leave my job, turn my back on my family, and then go towards them and they say, no, we're done, and slam the door in my face? But the masculines have been told it's time to leave those fears behind and just take that leap of faith. And also divine feminines too. It's vulnerability on both sides, because if you're not willing to be vulnerable and open yourself up to love, then it's not going to work either. Because the longer you keep yourself like in the state of like, I can't be vulnerable with him in case he hurt me again, because I know, because I did the exact same thing. And then when I was actually allowed myself to be vulnerable and have a because, you know, we've been talking surface level for the last few years, just hi, how are you, how's the kids? But when I actually let my defences down and allowed my vulnerability to shine through, he did the same. And that completely changed our connection. So vulnerability on both sides is required, not just for the masculine. Be optimistic. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You cannot attract love with a negative mindset. Now, I said this in comments to someone yesterday, the day before, who was saying, my person won't come back, my person won't apologise, my person will never do this, my person will never do that. And I said, you're actually manifesting that outcome. And I know, because I used to sit in that energy as well. He won't change, he won't reach out to me, he won't do this, he won't do that, he'll always just stay stuck in a karmic cycle, I used to do the exact same thing. And I manifested that over and over again. Every time I thought he changed, he hadn't. And it's because I kept on manifesting that untrustworthy energy. And as soon as I started trusting him and knowing that he loved me and he wasn't going to hurt me, that's when things started to change. So you need to have that positive mindset and just trust. And I'm not saying there isn't days where you have dips and you're like, oh, maybe I'm being naive, maybe I'm trusting him and I shouldn't trust him. And you have moments where you do have those dips. And that's why it's important to turn to your meditation practices and your cleansing rituals, whatever you do, just to remove that negativity, transmute it somehow, because once you transmute it, you feel up again. So there's definitely something come through about that. You know, your thoughts definitely manifest the outcome of your twin flame connection. Let's see. Give me a few more here, please. So, unconditional love. Every twin flame connection is unconditional love. It's not even a question. If it's a twin flame connection, it's unconditional love. It's an unbreakable bond. That's it. No one can say I'm on a twin flame journey but my person doesn't care about me. They love you. It's an unconditional loving bond. It's a sacred bond. It's a holy union. It is not anything distasteful, nothing to be resentful about. It's a gift. It's an unbreakable bond. It's a gift from God. And the more people who start to realise that and see it for what it truly is, you know, because I've heard actual readers who are twin flames who've said over the last couple of years, and if they were giving people bad reviews about twin flames, you know, oh, I wouldn't wish a twin flame journey on anybody, it's a nightmare. And they're meant to be readers who are giving twin flames hope. And I remember thinking, wow, you're saying that you wouldn't wish it on anyone and you're a twin flame yourself. So a twin flame journey is a sacred bond, and it's a gift to heal you in this lifetime. And for many of you, like myself included, you've done it numerous times, which makes you an ascended master, because you have ascended to union in other lifetimes with your person. But with your person not always coming together, some of you have been with your person in past lives. I know I have. But you've ascended and healed and found that inner union, which is what your twin flame journey is all about, first and foremost. You and your masculine are together everywhere else in the universe. Just remember that, apart from here, now, on Earth. You and your masculine are not separate. You're always together. And this projection, this illusion of separation, because that's what it is. The illusion that you and your masculine are separate because you're one in one place and you're in another place, and you're pining to have them physically with you, which I get, because you do miss that personal connection, that physical touch. And that's something else we're here to experience as well. You know, yes, we want that energetic love, but we do want to experience the physical stuff too. But it's an illusion. It's not your reality. You and your masculine are not separated at all. That strong, unconditional, loving bond is always, always there. They're always part of you. So, you know, it's like everything else in the 3D. It's an illusion. And that's why, as I say, if you haven't watched that proclamation from Thoth, you should, because it really helps you to say that every day, just so you can, you know, you can start to see the truth in the situation. They are the one. See, this is just, you know, it's just a reminder. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. And let me tell you, the romantic partner you seek is you. Your masculine is you. You are your own romantic partner. You are your own love. You're your own true love. Married to my soul. You have found the one when you truly find that self-love. Because that is you finding the one. That is you finding your true eternal love. And when that you move into that energy, that is when the reconciliation will happen soon after, or the emotional conversation that will at least start to head towards that reconciliation. So let's see. Yeah, have faith. Have faith. It says the angels are working behind the scenes to make sure this relationship flourishes again. And it says overthinking, playing negative scenarios over and over in your head is creating issues which were there to begin with. So you and be present. Yeah, exactly what I've just said. That be present energy is so important. So the reason why I'm saying the overthinking, again, I did this myself, and that's for the videos you consume. Like, especially if you watch a lot of videos where the titles are stuff like, oh, you know, your person's karmic, or your divine masculine twin's karmic was doing black magic on you and trying to end your life, etc., etc. I used to watch stuff like that. And it starts to make you think, like, oh, maybe they were trying to do something like that. Maybe I thought this, but they were actually doing that. You start to think things. Oh, they tried to steal your money. They tried to, you know, all these things. You know, this one's under judgment for what they did. This one's under judgment for what they did. I used to watch all that stuff. And the more you consume that negative thinking, the more you'll think those negative thoughts. And I'm here to tell you, anyone who brings through these kind of meshes, they are not divine meshes. Okay? They are not divine meshes. I don't care if this person claims that they're blooming God on speed dial every day. If they're bringing through meshes that are planting seeds of fear and doubt, because fear, ego, paranoia, things like that, that is all devil-based energy. That is not divine energy. And if you have readers who are claiming to be, you know, guardians and, you know, messengers for the Most High, but they're making you feel fear and doubt and making you think that you're under some sort of spiritual warfare and things like that, that is actual fear-based messages, and that is not divine meshes, okay? And I'm just here to confirm that. So I'm not saying they might think they're getting divine meshes, but I really don't think it's divine meshes. So difficulties. and nothing has gone wrong. So it's just saying there has been a lot of challenges, there has been a lot of difficulties, there have been a lot of jealous energies around you both, but it's nothing that can't be overcome here. It's nothing, it says nothing has gone wrong. They're just, as I always say, it's just that recalibration, rerouting, you know, like the sat nav. Karmics may slow things up for a bit, but they can't actually stop anything that has been written in the stars. Pay attention to the signs. So again, and express your love and true love right behind that. So it's just saying, like, you're constantly getting signs from the universe and the angels. There's numbers, there's signs constantly around you. It's just a case of taking that time to fully see them, hear them, witness them. Because if you ask for a sign, you'll get it. And many people, and I do, like, there's 2 readers I use. In fact, it was actually amazing that I was up when I was up to bed last night, and the very first, now this was back in April 2022, right before I went through my major awakening in the Scorpio full moon, and it was just before my person went into her first separation, and I had never ever watched tarot reading like that online, ever. I would never even have dreamed of doing it. And my daughter said, Mum, you love spiritual side of things, and you should maybe see if you can watch a tarot video on YouTube. She said, because I've just started to get them on my feed. Now, I didn't use YouTube enough at that point, so my daughter was clearly the bridge that had been to encourage me to go on and look at YouTube. So it's amazing now when I think back that she encouraged me to go onto YouTube and look up. So I'll go on and have a look. And the first ever message I watched, the first ever tarot reading I watched. Now, I'm a member of this person's channel, and purely because I have a loyalty to her, because she seems like an amazing person, but also I have a loyalty to her channel, because she was the very first reading I watched, and the very first deck of cards she used was a Metatron deck. And as soon as she said Metatron, I just felt something like, I don't know, I just feel like I know that name. And that was my very first reintroduction to Archangel Metatron. And I remember watching it, and she actually said something, you're wearing, you could be wearing white right now. I remember looking down and I was indeed wearing white, and she said something else and it seemed to completely resonate with me at the time, and I went, wow, this is the first time I've watched a tarot video, and wow. And after that, that's when it all just started. I just watched that first video, and the fact that I've actually saved it, because I thought I need to keep this. This was my first ever tarot video I ever watched in 2022. And boy, has things got crazy since, but in a good way, so it was just really nice. That was really an emotional moment. So I'm just going to move some cards out of the way here so I can get some tarot now, and then I'll pull a message card from our sacred sisters and see what comes through. And I'll also pull some divine feminine cards, because I've not used that deck for months and months and months. Okay, split the deck on 2 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Definitely a love offer. 2 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So if somebody's planning a love offer, 2, balance, Judgment. Somebody has made a decision. Now, I was seeing the Judgment card in my third eye when I started, and there's 2 of Pentacles, 2. And the Queen of Cups. 2. So that was 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and Judgment. Someone is getting balanced, someone's preparing, someone's about to rush in here and offer their Queen of Cups. Some sort of love offer here. Oh, I should have got my message deck out to see what this person wanted to say. I may do that. And annoyingly, I meant to get my Isis deck out and I forgot to get that. Okay, so let's see. Oh my goodness, the Lovers and the King of Wands And the Knight of friggin' Pentacles. Okay. Now, this person has taken a while. This person has taken their sweet Nelly time. I don't know where I got Nelly, sweet Nelly time. What is someone's name Nelly? Sweet Nelly time? Where did that come from? I don't know. I'm just laughing. I've never said those words in my life. Sweet Nelly time. Okay. I don't... When I say things that aren't things that I would say, it makes me laugh because I just don't know where it came from. No clue where the word Nelly came from. Somebody could be connected to a Nelly, or that could be their grand's name or something. I don't know. Three of Swords. It's getting serious. Tell me more about this Three of Swords. As if we didn't know. Yeah, this person, ego, fear. I took you for granted. I just heard that. I took this love for granted. So this person was overindulgent with you, with your love. They thought that they could get away with whatever they wanted and still have you. Page of Pentacles. They offered you very little by way of commitment when you wanted the Ten of Cups. But now this person wants that Ten of Cups too. And the Ten of Pentacles, 10, 10. So 2, 2, 2 and 10, 10, 10 coming through strongly. And the Judgment. This person is laser focused, or this group of masculines are now laser focused. Robust action. I heard robust action. Tell me about this robust action. Ace of Swords. Yes, that's true. Robust action. And look, the Five of Swords and Hanged Man. I no longer want to sit in this stuck energy. I want to call a truce here. I want to end this separation. I know I sabotage things with my inability to make a choice. Tell me about this King of Wands energy here. So Gemini, Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Capricorn. Come through the strongest. Nine of Swords. Yeah. An Empress. Oh, this person. This is just, I like to use this analogy of somebody who's walking along the street kicking rocks. And they're just kicking these rocks off into long grass and not caring, you know, they just kick the rocks out of the way. And then they kick a rock and very, very quickly realise, oh, hold on, that was not a rock, that was a diamond. And then they have to go searching and searching and searching through lots of long grass trying to find the diamond they just kicked. And I do feel like this person did that. This person has dealt with so many rocks where they just thought they could, you know, be in their ego, take people's love, and I do feel this person is, I'm going to say cheeky chappy, someone who could smile and, you know, ladies just like, ah. I just feel this person is a very charismatic person who has been definitely used to a lot of attention from the opposite sex. And I do believe, Divine Feminine, that they almost thought like you were just like the other people. You're just going to give them attention. You were just going to give them what they needed, and then that's fine. I don't blame you for giving me attention because I'm worth it, you know, that kind of thing. But then you set up some sort of boundary here, or you, let me see, because I seen the Six of Swords a moment ago. So you definitely moved on. Tell me about this Empress, what this Empress did here. I love it. So the Moon and the Queen of Wands. So I feel like you thought, you moved on because you thought this person was keeping secrets. They were being quiet. They weren't telling you the full story here. And I feel you just took yourself off into hermit mode. So you felt this person was hiding things from you. Was this King of Wands hiding things from their Divine Feminine? Was this King of Wands hiding things from their Divine Feminine? Three of Pentacles. So this person may, now the Three of Pentacles is obviously teamwork and coming together as a partnership, but the Three of Pentacles can also be a sign of a third party. So this person could definitely have been juggling a third party. Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel this person was just resistant to change. They didn't want to change their lifestyle. This person could definitely, as I say, this is a very charming, charismatic masculine I was sitting in energy here with. Now, this person I feel blamed you for the breakdown of this relationship, but I feel now this person has had time to reflect and they're looking back and they're going, no, it was all me, it was my behaviour. Yes, the Six of Swords, you definitely moved on, and the Hierophant. So this tells me this person has been learning. They've been learning something here. They've been stepping into a more spiritual role. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. This person now wants some sort of commitment with you. They now want to, they want this commitment with you. So the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So this person definitely knows you're a bit hesitant here. You've got your guard up, and rightly so, because this person was given to two. So let me see. And I feel this person felt like they deserved it. And I don't know why I'm saying that. This is someone who, I'm definitely getting Beauty and the Beast energy here. So Six of Swords. Now this person has moved on from this third party. This person is no longer in a third party situation. There's been some sort of ending. Yeah, Two of Wands. This person is definitely planning some sort of forward movement here. Ace of Wands, yeah. They've got that wand in hand now, see? They're holding on to that Ace of Wands and they're now about to go move forward with it. Six of Wands. And they hope that they're going to be victorious when they return here with this offer. Tell me what this offer is here. I was seeing the scales of justice in my third eye. So this person wants to balance the scales, and the Two of Pentacles, another card of balance. They want to balance things out with you. They want to make peace. Yeah, make peace. Now there's, see, the Death card and the Ten of Wands. Releasing the burdens of the past here. Releasing all the negativity between you and the past. And I get this energy, can we start over? Can we start over? With the Three of Cups, can we reunite and give this a go for the future? Seven of Pentacles, can we invest in the future together here? Can we move things forward? Can we work on this? Yeah. Six of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. I feel this past life connection with you now. I feel it strongly, and I want to, and I've been missing you. I miss you like crazy. I've been missing the heck out of you. Mamma mia, here we go again. Do you want to go again? That is the question. Do you want to go again? Because you're sitting in this energy, Divine Feminine. You're like living life, sitting there, you know, chatting to the birds, doing your divine purpose, loving life. Sitting your High Priestess, I'm just chilling and loving life energy. I feel like you're just waiting on this person. And I don't mean you're waiting around on them, but I think you know. You have an inner knowing that this person's about to reconnect. You do, you have a deep inner knowing here. Yeah. High Priestess, see? You have a deep inner knowing. You know this person's about to return and take charge here because they want to work on this connection. And right behind the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups. You know this love's coming back around, and right behind the Ace of Cups, the Four of friggin' Wands. I rest my case. Yeah. This person, you know, Divine Feminine, this person's about to return. And you know in your heart what you want to do. This person was given to two situations, there's no doubt about that. And this was a very charming person who took your love for granted, because that is what I get told right away. I took this love for granted. With the Queen of Cups, this person, you gave them so much love and unconditional love and warmth. I'm just hearing that warmth. Your beauty. Look, just when I say that, I split the deck on Ace of Pentacles and Empress. Your beauty. Ace of Swords again. Yes. Your beauty was what truly captivated this masculine. So 3 of Pentacles and King of Cups. So now this King of Cups wants a different kind of 3 of Pentacles. They want that 3 of Pentacles with you. They're coming in now as this emotional masculine ready to open up. So let me get a Divine Feminine card to close out, and then I'll get a message. Oh wow, I did say this is going to be a long message, and I just saw 1123. So 1, 2, 3 could be very significant. I'm certainly seeing a lot of that. So let me get a Divine Feminine, and then I'm going to read. So sorry it's so long tonight, guys, but I did say it's going to be a long one. I felt that. I just felt it. So let's see. Okay. So Lilith, the first woman, I am the voice of my body and my soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Now, I was saying that about listening to your body and your soul is so important right now. That is so important. You're listening to what your body is asking you to do. Listen to what your soul is telling you. This is a very pinnacle point for a lot of feminines. But just keep doing that. Know exactly that you can have the life you want. You can manifest the actual life you want with your positive thoughts, your affirmations, and just don't allow negativity to creep in, especially not at this point. So Kali, the mother of the universe, I release all that no longer serves me. It's time to be the truth of who I really am. So there's that authentic energy coming through again. And again, just releasing the negativity. You're releasing everything that you do not need. Release the, doors are closing, getting on that boat, closing out those cycles that no longer serve you, no longer allowing toxic energies around you. So, Yeshe Wago, I can never say this right, Yeshe Sogyai, Lady of the Lotus Born, embodiment of the deepest bliss, my body was made for this enlightenment. So again, there's something coming through strongly here about releasing negativity and listening to your body and keeping those thoughts positive. Let's see, any other Divine Feminine energies want to come through for this message? So Layla, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Just what I was saying, your positive words, your affirmations, those intentions are so, so important, because I keep on saying to people, spell work is intentions. That's what it is. If you speak something out into the universe and then you set the intention with it, it can be either good or bad. So it's important that we counteract any bad intentions for the world by putting out those good intentions of love and healing and peace and blessings. And I know many of you watch this who already do that. Make it your daily practice. Send out that peace and love and light and compassion to the world, and pray for those that need it. It's so important. So Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul inspires me every day. I do what my heart compels me to do. Beautiful Green Tara energy. Listen to your heart, listen to your body, listen to the voice of your soul, because you will not be guided onto a wrong path if you do that. Thank you for throwing all the cards on the floor. That was very kind of you. Oh my goodness. I am not taking all of these. There's so many. Okay, I'm not taking all the cards that just came out there, because there was far, far, far too many. So, Marguerite came out, Our Lady of Guadalupe, Diana, or some know her as Artemis, Sekhmet. So Sekhmet energy has been coming through quite strongly lately as well. Who else is here? White Buffalo Calf Woman, St. Bridget, Umoya. So let me see. Just try and only give me one or two, please. Not a whole flipping deck. So let me shuffle. And now now the cards are all messed up. Okay. Okay. So give me just one more, please. One more. Not half the deck. So Catherine Labour, she did come out in the last one as well on the table. The patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles that are meant for me. And look at all that white energy. So there's definitely a lot of beautiful healing coming through here. And Diana's on the bottom as well. The Queen of the Wilderness, the language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. So obviously Diana, that connected to nature and the goddess of the hunt and things like that. So, and St. Bridget, when I split the deck, Our Lady of the Exalted Light. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. So let's get a message from a Sacred Sister message, 1551 on the clock. So let's see. Okay. Now every time I use this deck, I always get Ceres. Always get Ceres, so I'm really hoping I get a different card, because when I pull a card for myself I always get the Ceres card, the Roman goddess Ceres. So let's see. So Ceridwen. Okay, and let's see if I can get another one. Again, chucking it on the deck. So, initiation. I'm sure I got that one before as well. So let's see. And on the bottom of the deck, the Bee Goddess. I've never read that one before. So Ceridwen. What's Ceridwen about? Let me see. So ingenuity and resourcefulness. The goddess of Ceridwen stands behind her a deep swell of inspiration and creativity, and a magical tool that syncobolically combines influences of the primordial elements of air, fire, water and air. So elemental energy. Ceridwen has expertise in the mysteries of shape-shifting and potion. What do you wish for? What are the necessary ingredients to achieve your vision of success? You likely have many of the resources within your own spiritual cupboard. Perhaps you'll also need to borrow a pinch of this or a pinch of that from those around you. As the magic of Ceridwen's cauldron energizes your mind, your qualities of inventiveness will shine through. When this card is drawn, it reminds you that whatever your goal is, it will be possible to bring it into fruition with a bit of ingenuity. So it's just saying, you don't give up on your dreams and goals here, because they are coming in. Right, the initiation ceremony. The initiation is on the threshold of a brand new reality. A magical ceremony is taking place that marks the beginning of a whole new phase in your life. She may be unrecognisable to herself on the other side. She has reached this moment through extensive study and ultimate surrender. She has earned this sacred rite of passage through intermediate effort and determined effort. Drawing this card signifies that an accomplishment has been reached and a transitional period is about to begin. Though change can be uncomfortable and at times disconcerting, you may soon find your new reality feels entirely natural. You have been a dedicated student and have now gained the skills your new endeavours require for success. Okay, So it sounds like that's just saying that everything you've done here has paid off. You have successfully completed something here. And Urania, when I split the deck, so I don't know what Urania is about. I'm not going to read the card, but I'm just going to get the overall energy when I split the deck. Urania, I actually don't have a clue who Urania is, so she's a new energy to me. Urania, philosophy, knowledge, and extreme intelligence. Ooh, so there we go. But thank you all for watching, and I know this has been so long. I don't do these long ones anymore, but I just felt it was necessary. Now I might have to pop back on another little short message because I feel a lot of channeled messages coming through. I'll either do it on here or on my other channel, which is linked below, Cosmic Coalesce, so you can see underneath, and that's where I do shorter messages and channel guidance and healing sessions and things. So there will be another message having to come through at some point. I just don't know on which channel yet, so we'll see how that goes. But sending you all so much love and peace and blessings, especially for this 7/7 portal. I hope there's huge, beautiful changes, and I am setting the intention now for all of you to experience some miraculous moments over the next 24, 48 hours, especially within your twin flame connections. So let's do it. Sending you all love and blessings. God bless you, your home, your family, and your pets. And God bless your union to come in with your special person very soon. Dearest everlasting Father, thank you for this time together today, and thank you for all you do for us. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Take care everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.